Hello, welcome back to JM Football, and welcome back to another draft video sponsored by DraftKings. You know the rules, you know the drill. Take it away, Lucas.
Hello, Dalton. Hello, Shelfy. We are sitting in different spots for the first time ever in a draft video.
You could blame Shelfy for that.
Don't know why.
I beat Dalton to the race to his seat, and I was the only one participating.
And then at that point, I was like, let me just take Penik's spot, and so everyone's in a different spot today.
Lucas is under center. Lucas, tell us what we're doing today.
Under center.
This has been the intro for the last 7 times.
I'm already exasperated. I am done with each and every one of you. But we are doing the all-purpose yards draft in the AFC.
All-purpose yards?
All-purpose yards.
That's a lot of yards.
That is a lot of yards.
Now,
same rules as always as far as divisions and teams and all that fun stuff. For the record, just so nobody is confused about what all-purpose yards are, it's pretty much all yards other than passing yards. So that's rushing, that's receiving, that's punt returns, that's kick returns, interception returns, and fumble returns.
So it's not total yards for like just receiving rushing. The return yards do also come into play here.
Scrimmage
that is the big difference. No, that's a different number.
All-purpose yards and scrimmage yards are two different numbers. And that's why I'm specifying.
So run
this now.
run it again. What exactly are we going after?
Rushing yards, receiving yards,
return
yards, punt, kick return, interception return, and fumble return.
I would like the first pick.
He is sitting in the first pick.
I have never had the first pick before. I would like to draft LaDainian Tomlinson, please.
Hey, now.
With the Chargers.
Are you really going to do this? You're going to not have Shelfy go first?
Yes.
Yes.
LaDainian Tomlinson with the Chargers had 16,445 all-purpose yards. That is the second most of anybody in the AFC West.
Wow. In that division.
See, I'm going to be.
Wow. And
I don't know what you want from me.
I demand the first pick.
I don't know what you want from me other than to read.
Overall, where was he?
Second, maybe.
Second overall, probably, yeah.
I don't want to give away what division the number one guy is.
But, yeah.
Well, you did say number 2 in the AFC West.
But I kind of just did
Well,
that.
I assumed that LaDainian was going to be top 2. I'd be shocked if he's not number 1. I'm going Marcus Allen with the Raiders.
Interestingly enough, it is not Marcus Allen with the Raiders. He is number 3 in the AFC West with 12,797 yards.
Interesting.
What are we missing?
This puts an insane amount of pressure on me because I don't know the answer.
Because you now have the opportunity to get the top pick.
And didn't have the
you
background.
didn't have the first overall pick.
And I'm not going to do it.
Interesting.
I
Okay.
love the confidence.
Love that.
I feel like it wasn't a long enough career, but I'm going to take Le'Veon Bell.
What?
For what team?
Yeah, it's a good point.
I mean,
I didn't factor that in.
There's an obvious answer to what team.
Are you going to stick with him as your pick?
You don't have to stick with him.
I don't have to. We do name drop a lot, huh? I'm going to take Maurice Jones-Drew with the Jaguars.
That's highly
Better pick.
controversial.
That is definitely a good pick. Maurice Jones-Drew of the Jaguars. He is the 5th best AFC South player with 13,115 yards. So
this doesn't have to be running backs, right?
No.
That's the other
That's
thing.
right. Receiver yards come
tight
into
ends.
play.
Hell, you could pick a
Okay.
fucking special teams guy.
You know, my brain.
You shouldn't.
I should have thought about that sooner.
I have an idea.
I'll take Marvin Harrison with the Colts.
You're going back-to-back South. Wow.
And you just got the number 1 South player.
Yeah.
He had 14,805 yards with the Indianapolis Colts.
So the difference between 1st and 5th in the South was less than 2,000 yards. Okay.
There's a lot more going on now with the all-purpose yards.
Yeah. Interesting.
I have an idea on who it is in the West.
Idea?
Do you really?
I do.
Can I ask what the number was for LT?
LT was 16,445.
It's not his.
16.
Who had more than
Yeah.
that?
Am I?
There's one guy, and that's kind of the name of the game right
Yeah,
now.
I can't believe I'm drawing a blank.
I have an idea, but I'm not going to say it because I'm nervous.
Also, you're not up.
I'm
You're
also not up.
That's a huge,
That is a very useful.
a huge contributing factor to this. Yeah.
You have like 5 picks to go.
Relax.
I'm going with a receiver that I think has a lot of yards. Hines Ward of the Steelers.
Whoa.
Ooh. Hines Ward of the Pittsburgh Steelers had, take a look,
786 yards per season.
He had 12,723 yards. That is the 5th best in the AFC North.
Nice.
I'm going to pick someone who is either going to, this will really help me win the draft
Or lose it.
or lose it.
Right.
Or-
that works.
The middle. You could come in second.
And I don't know if this guy was a returner or not. I know he was a Hall of Fame receiver. Oh, there's somebody that I forgot existed.
Oh, baby.
Oh, God. He's a running back, though.
Oh, I don't know, Jim.
Give me Priest Holmes of the Kansas City Chiefs. Is he number one?
No,
he's not.
No.
No,
Wasn't long
he
enough.
is
I'd be shocked
not
if it's a
even
10.
on my list.
I don't even think it's a
Yeah.
10.
Let
I
me
don't know.
take a look.
Fuck.
Is
Can
that
I-
the
can I-
guy?
Can I pull a Shelfy and take it back?
No, because you didn't say team. He's
I technically accidentally didn't submit my answer fully.
There's a receiver in the AFC West that I thought was number one.
I think it
And
is a
then
receiver.
and then I pivoted.
I think it is a receiver.
Fucking shit, and Lucas is smiling.
Hey, I wasn't smiling. I was smirking. There's a difference. Priest Holmes is the number 7 Chief
Oh, yeah, that stings.
with 8,447.
Oh.
I thought he returned.
all-purpose
I thought he returned
yards.
kicks.
He said, dude, Isaiah Pacheco's got more yards.
I did not say that for the record.
fuck. We're idiots.
But yeah, Chiefs, he spent 6 seasons there.
I thought he returned kicks. And I
3 of those seasons, he played either 8 or less games.
Yeah.
So kind of like 4 seasons.
All right, I'm up again, and I'm
Don't
I'm
be
gonna-
don't flounder
I'm
now.
gonna
Let's
try-
go.
I'm gonna try and
Positive.
stay in
Flounder.
Come on.
Like the
Let's
fish.
go.
Give me Thurman Thomas of the Buffalo Bills.
That's
Thurman.
a significantly better answer.
I
He
think
is
every
the
other answer is going to be significantly better.
The number 3 overall answer.
There you
the
go.
Number 1 in the AFC
Wow.
East. He had 16,279 yards.
Good bounce back.
That's
pick.
a lot.
Good bounce back pick.
What are you going to do, guy?
What am I gonna do, guy? I am gonna go. I'm gonna complete the AFC North. Just
Yeah.
get that the hell out of the way. I'm going Jim Brown.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is the number 1
my
AFC
gosh.
North player. He had 14,459 all-purpose
Why
yards.
did I think
Duh.
that Priest Holmes?
I said
There's
Hines Ward
so
first.
many of the greatest running backs ever still on the board, and you took Priest Holmes.
My strap. Well,
Not that Priest Holmes wasn't great,
I thought
but
that he
Same.
returned kicks. That was my.
that
my-
was
Then
not enough.
insignificant.
Even if he was the best
I
kick
know.
returner for the 4 years that he played.
There's no need justifying it was a bad pick. Let's
Okay.
go.
Okay.
He said, let's move on.
Fair enough. We'll shut up about it.
Rod Smith with the Denver Broncos.
That's not
That's a
the. That's
different-
not the. That's not the number 1 guy. I don't think.
Rod Smith of the Denver Broncos is a much better answer than Priest Holmes, though.
Yeah.
He's the number 4 overall AFC West player.
Nice
He
pick.
had 12,488 yards.
You know what's funny?
I don't know who that number 1 player is.
I think I do,
I think I do too.
but I can't take him, and I don't think.
Oh, so he's a Raider. He's a Raider. He's not a Randy Moss. That Oakland Randy Moss.
Devontae Adams is pretty good there.
I'll take Curtis Martin with the Jets.
Curtis Martin of the Jets is the number 4 AFC East player. He had 12,732 yards with the Jets.
Double dipped on
What
fourth
are
place,
you
12
wording to me?
Ks?
Hold on.
I feel like I'm in my own world right now. The Whack Pack are over here going nuts.
They're kind of crashing out.
They
I
are.
think right behind you.
E-A-G. Who's editing this video? Hi, Jeff.
Do you have another?
Boo! Not Jeff booing you, for the record. I love Jeff. I'm booing you.
I don't know.
Do you have
that's
another? Do you have
important.
another pick?
That's my.
I went twice.
You went
Twice.
twice.
Yeah,
You guys
I'm
were
looking-
just doing whatever the hell you guys
It's on
were
the
doing.
Feely Man.
The order's
picked,
out of whack. Everything is wrong right
Everything is
now.
whack.
I took Dalton's favorite Patriot, or Curtis Martin.
He does like thinking he was on the Patriots for longer than
I
he
do.
was.
I do mix that one. Him and somebody else I mix up, which I'm not going to name the name.
Which could be a person that I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be doing that. I am going to go. I'm also going to go to AFC East.
Ooh, that's a good name.
I feel like we forget about this guy quite often because, hey, Twitter world, it's yours truly. I'm going O.J. Simpson of
Wow,
Buffalo.
it's the first time anybody's ever
Yeah,
drafted him.
we've you actually finally took him.
This time I actually thought of him, but I wasn't going to do it.
For all of his faults, he was very good at football.
Yeah, you have a Madeira on your team.
Whoa. Only in civil court.
Actually, yeah, lost civil court. The gloves don't fit. You must have quit. That was a piece of shit, but
O.J. Simpson with the
Please tell me it was
Buffalo.
only 11.
Buffalo. You didn't want 49ers.
Please tell me it was 11.
O.J. Simpson with the Buffalo Bills had 13,097 yards. That's the number 3 AFC East player.
I'll take
Had
it.
300 more than Curtis Martin. I'm going to throw up all over this table.
Before we get back to the video, I got to talk to you about DraftKings. Today's trivia is sponsored by DraftKings. Baseball fans, summer is in full swing, and the season is heating up. From mid-season rivalries to breakout performances, every game is packed with drama. There's no better time to jump in with our partners at the DraftKings Sportsbook. Right now, new customers, if you bet just $5, you're going to get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. New customers, use our promo code JMFootball, bet $5 on any wager, get $150 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code JMFootball only at the DraftKings Sportsbook. Now back to the video.
You look like you just carried 16 boogie boards back to the truck, and now you're going to go get a
Now,
a
can I be
bowl of
honest?
fries for the
So-
ride home.
So that makes
I
it
disagree.
that makes it sound like he works there. He is clearly a tourist.
He's a tourist. He doesn't.
He's got the open toe flip flops on.
He's got a fanny pack on.
Yep. Hard
He's
agree.
got the open toe sandals.
He looks like he's had a great day.
He's not working there. He's not from there. He is a tourist. 1,000%.
He just spent 3 times face value on a horrible, just like souvenir.
and he's having not a great time, as you can tell by his face currently.
Like a $7 on a shell.
Yeah,
that they just got on the beach and
a
put a little
painted
painted on
shell
it.
that a child just put together in 5
They put a
minutes.
J on it for him. Extra $2.
Oh, how about this? How about this?
How about it?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You, Lucas, if you saw what he wrote down on his board.
How about Antonio Brown of the Pittsburgh Steelers?
That's a good pick.
That is a good pick.
Because he also returned kicks early in his career.
Antonio Brown of the Pittsburgh Steelers is the number 3 AFC North player.
Nice pick.
He had 14,258 yards there.
I
wanted this one. I should have taken him last round.
Can you tell Lucas
I
what
didn't do
you
my draft in a
Can
I
you-
initially wrote Lance Altworth,
for which team?
the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I don't
That's
think it's a bad
crazy.
pick, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know. What do I know?
You should take him, Shelfy.
So ignore that. Score update. We're through 4.
Score update. The person I'm most frustrated with today is somehow in first place. He's got 55,429 yards. The other two guys are within 64 yards of each other. They're both at 53,100 yards.
We're
give or
2,000
take.
yards down. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to make my pick.
Your second pick.
My second pick. There's a couple Tetons/Oilers.
Teen Titans!
Go!
Now, you see, I've gotten this wrong before,
We know.
and it's a matter of remembering.
But I also love
I
it
love
because
this
you've
channel.
gotten this wrong in a different statistic.
In a different way.
This is
It's
a
so
different
good.
statistic.
Let him cook. This is awesome. It's every time.
Now, you see, I would love to take somebody who's an Oiler, but I think there's somebody who's a Titan that's better.
Titans!
Not Cory Davis.
No, wait. No way. You
What?
I said not Cory Davis.
Obviously.
Why?
would you think it's
Give
Cory
me,
Davis?
give me Derrick Henry of the Tennessee Titans.
There you
Derrick
go. There's a nice
Henry
10.
of the Tennessee Titans
12.
is the 11th best AFC South player.
Oh.
He had 10,954
So
yards.
maybe the other person I was thinking of that's a Hall of Famer is better. Great. I still want to know who's number 1 in the AFC West.
Let's not think about
Well,
that.
you know what, Penik? I promise you, I'll tell you. Okay? You be patient. You'll find out.
It's the tism a little bit. And that's okay.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Well, we
We're
do.
allowed to say that.
We're allowed to
because
say we
our
have
our
we have-
siblings have autism.
Yes, correct. I am going to make my pick now. The only division that I don't have is the AFC South.
Interesting. I have both.
I have been bouncing my names. I've been bouncing so many names. I'm going to play it semi-safe, I feel like, because I feel like he got some receiving yards too. I know MJD was there in Jacksonville, but Fred Taylor was also in Jacksonville pretty good, so I'm going to take Fred Taylor.
Fred Taylor of Jacksonville had 13,640 all-purpose yards. That makes him
Wow.
the number 4 AFC South player.
Okay, I'm okay with that. Was he in front of MJD? Or?
500 more yards than MJD. So
Okay,
kind of give or take.
cool. I'll take that. I can live there.
Shelfy also already took MJD.
I know.
so,
I just didn't hear. Yeah.
There's one. I know you guys missed a few picks there. So
No, I
wanna
know.
Make sure you know.
A little hazy over here.
Shelfy, you're up.
I'll take Jerome Bettis with the Steelers.
I like it.
Jerome Bettis of the Pittsburgh Steelers had 11,379 total yards.
That puts me out of it.
That ranks him 7th in the AFC
I
North.
disagree.
It's a good team, but you guys are pushing a good draft here.
You're 2,200 back right now.
Don't hit me with the real math. Let my public school brain work.
I can't come back to against that. That's
You know what's weird?
What's weird?
I think I'm about to take a tight end in the West. I'm going to say Antonio Gates with the Chargers.
Antonio Gates of the Chargers is the number 8 AFC West player. He had 11,845 yards.
Now, let me ask you, Lucas. We are done in the AFC West except my one pick, but I have a Raider. Is Tim Brown the number 1 player all time?
19,434 yards. That was the thing. You described him perfectly and then went with somebody with half the yards.
I think when we
also we said Jim Brown, which
I was literally what I was about to say. I think when we discussed Jim Brown, my brain crossed both of them out.
Well, it's like you said Jim Brown. In my head, whenever I hear Jim Brown, I go, oh, yeah, Tim Brown exists.
In my head, he wasn't even available.
I just thought Marcus Allen had more returning and receiving in his,
And then
in his
I
career.
mouthed him to you.
Well, that's a little sexual, don't you think?
No, like the words.
This is a tough one. That's a tough
I knew
one.
when I tried to give him to you. I said I can't take him. Okay, so
I would like to apologize in chat for anyone who was considering cheering for me in this video. That was a huge fumble.
yeah, it's okay. I mean, I fumbled
It's
too.
not.
I went with Marcus Allen over.
Don't what's it? Patronizing? Is that what that's called? Is this the
Patronizing.
Is
Patronizing.
this perfect timing for it?
Yeah.
Don't you do that?
Don't
whatever
you
that is to
patronize
me.
me. I also did bad, but not as bad as you. That's called patronizing, yes.
I'm going to go back to the AFC South, I believe. East, I am just Christian pondering with this. Great joke.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Thank
I
you.
approve.
Wow.
Thank you. I am going to go
Hurry up.
with, I think, the safer pick because he was there for a long time. He's a little bit less than Marvin Harrison, but I'm going with Reggie Wayne.
Reggie Wayne is a great pick. He is the number 2 player in the AFC South.
Good. Okay.
Not a member of the
wow.
best possible
It took
lineup
him
because you can't have
Colts,
two Colts.
right.
What are we,
But-
24 minutes into this video?
Why don't
He
I
finally
take
picked
Derrick
his favorite
Henry?
player?
Well, he said it earlier. He was like, I'm going to take the other Colts receiver. And
then didn't do it.
nobody took him. He had 14,345 yards, so only 500 behind Marvin Harrison.
Him and Marv are that tight. I gotta
They're
remember
like
that
nine.
for future.
They're like 9 and 10 in like all stats, or 10 and 11. It's
I
like
gotta remember that.
right next to each other.
He ended up in a big old deal.
Himmy.
You know what's funny? I said I was going to take Tim Brown.
You did.
Like I hinted at it, and then I took Priest Holmes.
and then you didn't.
You audibled at the last second, and I had already written Tim Brown's number into your thing. Then you hit me with the Priest Holmes.
Give me Larry Zanka, the Miami Dolphins. Oh
Penik.
God, I don't know. These are Hall of Famers. These
I
are good
always
players.
yell at you guys. You know what? You know what? You know what? It's whatever. It's whatever.
He's done with being mad. It's disappointment.
It's
Holy
a
shit.
fullback, dude. Larry Zonka is a fullback.
He's a Hall of Famer. He ran the ball.
Fullbacks. But you know what? I'm not going to explain it to you. You can be a Hall of Famer and a fullback that doesn't get a lot of yards.
What's his number, Lucas?
Larry Zonka was the number 8 Miami Dolphin with 7,425 all-purpose yards.
That's not that bad.
That's not good.
Number 8 for
Dolphin.
the team, not for the division.
Okay. I would like to pick again.
You got to stop. You've
Nope.
exceeded your ego
Get out.
limit. Yeah,
Get
yeah,
out.
yeah.
I've been on your side.
You're out.
shanked me with a Sharpie.
And and that's what happens when you chant one too many times.
This might be the most exasperated I've ever been on this show.
What you say?
He's
Something.
overstimulated. Someone get him a binky.
A binky. Penik.
I can't take a Steeler.
Lucas is actually like laughing for once.
You can always take Josh Cribbs of the
Don't.
Cleveland Browns. Okay, let's take Josh Cribbs of the Cleveland Browns.
That's interesting.
I mean, there's better picks, but that is a reasonable pick.
Okay.
Josh Cribbs is the number 4 AFC North player.
Oh, wow.
With 14,065 yards.
Nice pick.
Nice.
Okay. I mean, all the return yards. I didn't think he played long enough to
Hold
be.
on, I'll pull up the breakdown.
Yeah.
Josh Cribbs had 12,000 return yards.
Yeah.
I think I need to become a winner.
1,900 yards
Receiving.
from scrimmage.
Yeah.
So that is almost entirely return yards.
I give
That's
that's
crazy.
impressive. I didn't know he had more than 10K return yards. That's really good. The two names I'm debating, I'm going to go to the West because I'm still stalling in the East. There's Tony Gonzalez, who's an option as tight end. I think you alluded to him earlier with the Chiefs. Travis Kelce, also pretty good, played for the Chiefs, also over 10K. Tyreek Hill was a returner earlier in his career. There was some rushing involved too early in his career, but the length is the question mark for me. Lance Allworth for the Chargers is my other one who I think has over 10K receiving yards. I do not know what his return yards are. I'm ignoring Penik once again. I am going to go with the fun one because he did a little bit of everything, but it might be the worst pick. I'll take Tyreek Hill to the Chiefs.
Yes, he is the worst pick of the guys you mentioned.
Yeah. Should have just won Lance Allworth.
8,745 all-purpose yards. Just a short stay.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Receiving, good amount returning.
I'll take, what is it? Is his name Andre Reed with the Bills?
That is exactly what his name is.
I can't believe that's a great pick.
That's the number 2 overall AFC East player. Crazy. 1 through 3, all Bills.
That's nuts.
Like for a team that really hasn't had
the
most success over the course of their existence. 13,609 yards.
Shelfy, a huge pick. I think that catapults you into first place.
In fact, it does, but only by 167 yards.
Wow.
So you have 89,973 yards. Dalton has 89,806 yards.
Whoa!
Penik is 2,000 behind, so still in it as long as he gets a good one, which there's a lot of good ones available in the South.
So I should think about it more.
He's got 87,873. But if your answer's good, don't just change it. You've done that already. I want to make sure I say that, okay?
Yeah.
I always forget who the Bengals' all-time leading receiver is. I'm pretty sure it's not Chad Johnson or A.J. Green. I can't think of a single Raven. Steve Smith was pretty good, but not there long enough. Give me A.J. Green.
He's got, I would say, 9,600 yards receiving. I don't think he returned, and there's not much rushing.
I will tell you he's not one of the top 3 Bengals. I don't have him.
So Chad was higher.
Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis was higher.
Yeah. Chad's higher. Damn it.
A.J. Green is the number 4 Bengal, so that's at least not bad.
Wow.
He had 9,523 all-purpose yards.
Wow. Again.
What'd Chad have? It was like
Chad had 10,964, so about like 1,500 more.
The other name I'm surprised you didn't mention, Cory Dillon. Where was he?
He's
9,700,
so pretty much the same.
Yeah, but
that was the other name I had for you.
So, Dalt, your goal here is 9,690 to tie.
9,690. And you know what's really funny? I have a name that's like hovering that total. The name I have, it's not a pick yet, is Julian Edelman. He has roughly about 8K in his career, I would say, receiving.
Yeah, receiving. He's got the receipt.
There's some return, but he didn't do it his whole career.
There's a couple rushes in there, too. I'm sure he's probably got like 100, 200 rushing yards.
Miami, like a fun name would be Ted Ginn. He just bounced around too much. He wasn't there long enough. Lucas, I wish I can give you the Dolphins receiver.
Say the close one. With your chest.
Because you know it's short, and that's okay.
I don't think that's true. I actually think everyone...
you going with?
No. I'm saying I wish I could give you the 1980s Dolphins receiver. I just don't have the name.
There's 2 of them, and they have the same first name.
Yeah, and I can't.
Okay.
I can't do it.
Fred.
I am going to take Julian Edelman of the Patriots because he did have some returning. I think he has around 8,000 receiving yards, so I'm hoping there's 2,000 return yards in there.
So he has 7,235 yards from scrimmage.
Oh, gosh.
But 2,600 return yards.
How close is it?
That's 9,800.
No!
Yes, you needed that. You needed at least 9,700.
Yes!
9,869 yards.
Boom!
That makes it you're 179
Let's
yards
go!
ahead. Honestly, Shelf, I'm sorry. That's a tough one.
Danger zone! Wait, now how many does he need?
He needs 11,802.
Oh my gosh!
For the record,
the
there
name
is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 South players,
and the name he has is
who have
right there.
more than 11,802.
Now,
does he get one of those?
Here's a guy.
We'll see.
Now, the 2 names that I'm debating.
I know one that's definitely got it.
Jimmy Smith of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
He's probably got it.
Probably got it.
But also Andre Johnson of the Houston Texans.
He probably has it too.
Has it.
The name that I wrote down was Jimmy Smith, but I think I would rather lose on Andre Johnson if I am going to lose.
That's a fair point. I think you should take Andre Johnson.
That's fair.
I think you should take Andre Johnson.
But knowing you that you want to win. I wrote down Jimmy Smith. I'm going to stay with Jimmy Smith.
Oh, baby! Yes! Andre Johnson definitely would have gotten in the win.
Andre Johnson had 13,651. That is, for the record, the top remaining South player.
Wait, but Jimmy Smith
But
has
keep
like
your
12.
headphones on.
Yeah,
there,
because Jimmy
Penik.
Smith has 12,000 yards.
Jimmy Smith has
Yeah.
12,875 yards,
Oh,
giving you 100,000 yards and the win.
I tried to give away this draft so many times.
By accident. Let the
I
record
gave it
show.
away with the Derrick Henry pick, not taking Reggie Wayne. I gave it away taking Priest Holmes instead of Tim Brown.
Yes.
And then I almost just tried to give it away again.
Yes. Zonka and Holmes were you
Oh, and Larry
trying
Zonka.
to lose.
Yeah.
Hey, but the
But
first
you
pick was
also
huge.
have the only 2 players that were drafted with over 15,000 yards.
Oh, wow, I won.
The final standings in first place with 100,748 yards, a 1,073 margin of victory. We have Justin Penik.
Please raise my arm up.
No, but that was funny.
In second place with 99,675 yards, Dalton Feely. And then just a heartbreaker. This is coming from a genuine place, Shelfy. I was rooting for you there.
I don't believe that.
With 99,500 yards.
I don't believe
Third
that.
place, we have Shelfy. The best remaining players, Franco Harris. We mentioned him
Tim
a few
Brown.
times. Tim Brown was the number 1 overall player. He had
I
19,434
drafted
yards.
We all
Franco
lose.
Harris of the Pittsburgh Steelers had 14,449 yards. Andre Johnson of the Texans had 13,651.
I also drafted.
Some other big names that didn't get taken. Eddie George of the Titans had 12,000 yards.
More than Derrick Henry.
Travis Kelce of the Chiefs had 12,000 yards. Floyd Little of the Broncos, 12,000 yards. Lenny Moore of the Colts, 12,000 yards. Leroy Kelly of the Browns,
This is the
12,000
thumbnail.
yards.
This is just pain.
And Kevin Falk of the Patriots, 12,000 yards.
Take a
Kevin
screen-
Falk. Wow.
Wait, take a screenshot of this, Jeff.
Y'all look
That's
good.
really nice.
Y'all look good.
That's really nice. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. That was the most chaotic draft video that we have ever done. It's also one of the longest. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.